nvidia just solved one of AI's biggest problems, and no one really knows about it. Even as someone who studies AI at uni and admittedly does use it, I can't deny the terrible effect it has on the environment. And the biggest problem is the absolutely insane amount of water needed to cool the data centers that power the AI. Without getting too specific, the way a traditional data center works is basically just dumping a bunch of cool fresh water onto hot parts. And this just leads to a massive unnecessary waste of water. Now, nvidia developed a way to basically reduce the water usage to zero. At some of their new data centers, they're using advanced closed-loop liquid cooling. Closed loop meaning that once the water and coolant is pushed in, that's the only coolant and water that it uses. It just recirculates. The thing is, this liquid is as hot as hot tub water, sometimes even hotter. And the way that's possible is just basic thermodynamics. So heat will always transfer over to something cooler than it, right? Even at 45 degrees Celsius, the liquid is still cooler than the components it's trying to cool. So in turn, the components will transfer heat over to the hot liquid, even if it's already 45 degrees. The liquid then takes all that heat and routes it through outside radiators, which the air is going to be cooler than the hot liquid in the radiators, so it just naturally air cools. And this process just repeats itself and repeats itself, so the water usage is basically zero. In turn, this also makes the data centers much quieter because they don't need these massive fans cooling them. Now, obviously, this doesn't solve absolutely everything. There's still the problems of the data centers being really hot themselves and still making that low droning noise even if it's quieter, as well as just the massive amount of land it's taking, especially in natural parks. But if these massive corporations still want to have AI around in the future, then at least this is a step in the right direction. Because admittedly, AI can be very useful, but as it is right now, it is really unsustainable. So hopefully we'll see more developments like this, which will make it safer to use, especially for future generations.